Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen. I wanted to go ahead and film for you my recap from my last bi-weekly makeup basket. I did not post the last recap after the previous 2 weeks basket. I forgot to. I'm going to go ahead and get that edited and put up, so this will come after that, so hopefully you won't get too confused with that. But I also struggled with whether or not I was going to film this video. I wasn't sure if there was anything that I really had a breakthrough discovery about in my collection, and I've still been really bad about keeping track of the eye looks and the products that I've really been loving. I know that there are some that I used day after day, looks that I wanted to wear more than once, and in fact did wear more than once. But I'm still really bad about documenting those things. I have to do that, otherwise I don't remember. But I was able to sit down and think about some things that I really enjoyed in the last 2 weeks, some eye looks that I came up with that I wanted to wear multiple times, and I figured I could film a video from that, but I wanted to find out from you guys what you guys want to see, because I don't know if I should film these videos only when I have a real breakthrough about some products in my basket, be it good or bad, and maybe something that would result in me decluttering, something that would result in me wanting to keep it in my basket and use it over and over and over again. I don't know, what's interesting to you guys. I don't know if me just telling you how I like the products for the last 2 weeks, how I use them, I don't know if that's interesting to you. I could tell you the eye looks that I came up with, keep track of them, write them down, and just tell you, oh, I use this blush, or oh, I use that blush. But if I pulled it in my basket, I more than likely used it. So maybe I should just, if it was just okay, or I just used it every day and it wasn't something that was like a revelation to me, maybe I shouldn't, film a video about that. But let me know what you guys think. I want to know what's interesting to you guys and give you what you want, because I'll tell you, what I used and how I used it, and, try to keep better records of that if that's something interesting for you guys to want to see. So enough rambling. I'm going to get into what I did use in the last 2 weeks, starting with my primer. I am using my Naked Skin Beauty Balm for a primer. I am wearing that today. That's all I'm wearing. I didn't use any concealer, so I do have some little red blemishes. I apologize. It's Sunday. I didn't want to put in too much effort. I'm not really going anywhere and doing anything, so I just wanted to kind of throw a little bit of makeup on. Some of my favorites, actually, from the last 2 weeks, and film this video for you guys. So as far as foundation goes, in the last 2 weeks, I was using my MAC Face and Body Foundation, which I'm trying to use up, and my Maybelline Dream Pure BB, which I had squeezed into this little thing here. I use these two in combination. I really enjoyed it. Really great staying power through the day. And then I finished this up, and I went ahead, and you'll have seen this in my makeup basket, brought in my Pro Longwear Concealer, which I hadn't been using in some time. My NW15 will no longer pump out, so that is going to be completed and put in my empties and eventually into my Back to MAC. But then I brought out my NW20, which I'm also trying to use up, and I really like the staying power that this gives. The two of these together are really, really great, so I did enjoy that. I pulled a couple of bronzers for the last basket, and one of those I am actually trying to hit pan on. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess, and I actually did not use this very much. That's why I wanted to mention it. I used it a couple times. I am wearing it today. You can still see the rings in there, and I have not hit pan. The real star of the show for me was this Sun and Bronze by New York City, New York Color. This is 706 Hamptons Radiance, and they do still sell this. This was brand new when I opened it, and you can see I have flattened those little things down. I did use this the entire 2 weeks. I occasionally use the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I'll go ahead and give you a swatch of the way this looks when you put it all together. It's just a very nice light bronze. My husband's going to start mowing here, so I hope it doesn't get loud, but just a very nice light bronze there, and you can see it's got a nice sheen to it, but it gives me really nice color to my cheeks. And I did use this Happy Booster by Physicians Formula just a few times. I'm not going to be able to really get an effective swatch of this because there are these little hearts, but I guess I can try to get my finger down in there. It's a little bit on the lighter side than the New York City color. I'm actually smashing it up a bit. So that's a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, but both give a really nice color to my cheeks. I really did enjoy using both of these, and I really love the smell of this Physicians Formula. This is probably one of the best scents in a bronzer to me for some reason. I really enjoyed that. And then the two blushes that I used are my NARS Orgasm. As you can see, I did hit pan on this. Pretty much used this entire time. This is pretty much the primary blush that I did use. And the only other blush that I did use was my Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souffle in the color Lychee Opal. And so those are the two blushes that I used. And if you recall, I was using some of my single eyeshadows in order to for highlight. So that's what I themed my basket, was just single shadows. So as far as highlight goes, I really enjoyed this Victoria's Secret shadow in the color Champagne. This really reminds me of the Kat Von D shadow in the color Thunderstruck, and I am wearing this today on my cheekbones for a highlight. The other highlight that I used was this MAC shadow in Ready to Party, and this was actually really super intense on the cheeks. This is what it looks like here. You can't see that pink in it, but maybe you can when I put it on my arm. Very pink highlight right there. Very pretty. And you know, the only thing I regret is that neither of these I ended up using on my eye at all. I wanted to use them dual purpose, and I did want to use them on my eye. Another one that I used is this NYX color in Girl Talk, and I used this a couple times as well. This is also a light pink shade, but definitely a different pink than even the Ready to Party. You definitely can't see the pink in it, but that is what that looks like. I used all of those as highlighters, and I didn't get to use any of them on my eyes, which I really regret, and I do want to do again sometime in the near future. As far as eyeshadows go, what I've really been loving is this Earthly Taupe, and I've really been loving this as an all-over eyeshadow before I put any shadow on. I've just been sweeping this all across my eye. I'm actually going to leave this in my collection and use it specifically for that, just to prime my eye before I put any shadow on. And no surprise to me, honestly, my three favorite shadows for the week are all my shimmer shadows. So I really enjoyed my New Moon, my Chanel Illusion de Ombre in New Moon. I wore that a couple of times. My Super Shock shadow from ColourPop in the color Prickly Pear. As you can see, I've really been digging into that. That is just, I only had that little dot in the center, and everything else was what I used this week. So as you can see, I really got into that. I used it as an outer lid shade, and I use this as an all over lid shade. And today I am wearing my Revlon Diamond Lust shadow, and oh my goodness, you can't see it, but up and close and personal, it's got all these multicolored glitters in it. I didn't get a chance to wear this earlier in the week, and I put it on today, and I know I am only wearing it today. This is the first time I've ever worn it, but oh my goodness, this is absolute love as soon as I put it on. So this is going to be one of those shadows that I want to leave in my basket. In fact, I'm going to put it in there with my Earthly Taupe. I do have these in my basket continuously, my ColourPop Prickly Pear and my Illusion Day Ombre in New Moon, just in case I want to wear those. But I'm going to go ahead and throw those in too. My two MAC shadows in Kid and Bamboo. I use these as crease shades and did incorporate them into a few looks, but my favorite was Kid, just because it's got that more cool tone taupiness to it, so I use that a lot for a crease shade. I did want to mention this shade in Silver Dawn. This is really super beautiful. It's a nice dark gray color. I wore this all over my lid one day, and I wasn't impressed when I first put it on, but as I wore it throughout the day, I really loved it more and more, and I want to try this again soon sometime. I am going to pull it again soon because I want to give it some more love, and I didn't feel like I got enough time to do that. One of the things that I'm trying to accomplish with these makeup baskets, other than trying to see what things in my collection I might want to declutter, I'm also trying to find things that I can use with other items that I'm panning to pan a look, so to speak. I know I've mentioned that before. So there was a NYX shadow. This is a prismatic shadow in the color Fireball that I was actually using with my MAC Pearl Glide eyeliner in Industrial, which is finished now, and I don't have any intention of purchasing again too soon. I say that, and then I'm in the back of my mind saying I really, really want to repurchase it. But I was using it with this, and I was doing the blue on the inner corner and this on the outer corner, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I was like, what can I come up with that would look really good with this shadow? So what I came up with is Makeup Geek's Mai Tai. This was given to me by my friend Abby here on YouTube for my birthday. Thank you so much, Abby. Again, even though it's been a while, I love you so much. And I decided to use this shadow. So this is the two shadows. This is the Mai Tai, which is a duochrome. It's peachy, orange, pink, and then this NYX Fireball shade right here, which is very similar, I believe, to MAC's Coppering. So if you have that, you don't need to purchase NYX, even though NYX is even more affordable than that. So I am using I will be using Mai Tai to try and help pan this some more. I did only wear this look once in this basket, but what it was about for me was finding something that I could use in the future to pan those shadows. So there was a couple of other singles that I want to mention that I did pull in this basket, and they are in this little Z palette. So this is Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream, and I did use this several times in my crease and to blend out some shades. This is MAC's Patina. This is really pretty too. I wore this all over my lid once as well. I used MAC's Swiss Chocolate along with Makeup Geek's Cherry Cola to deepen up the outer V of a look. And this shade right here is Nylon, which I had hoped to use it as an inner corner highlight, and I just never ended up. I think I may have used it one time as an inner corner highlight. It's beautiful. It's the ultimate inner corner highlight. But that is it. I did not use them much in this basket. That's pretty much how it goes. I'm usually able to do one look one time, and then there might be one or two looks that I really fall in love with that I do a couple of times, which did happen. And it happened with this next look that I'm going to talk about. These are actually not even products that I pulled in my basket, but I watched a video of a YouTuber that I love here and I cannot recall her YouTube name, but I will put it right here. She does favorites videos, and I love her favorites videos. She does music, books, and her beauty favorites as well, and I just love that. I haven't been doing any favorites lately, but I really want to get back into it with my book favorites. I haven't been able to read a lot, but I've been getting back into reading, and I love it so much, and her book choices are right up my alley, so I'm taking a lot of inspiration from her. But she mentioned a look using her Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color Barely Branded and her Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the color Amethyst. She did not say exactly how she wore this combo, but it really sparked an inspiration in me. I love this shade. It is a purple kind of taupe shade, and it really reminds me of my ColourPop shade. Reminds me of Rosy Taupe from Mally, which I'm panning, and this is also one that I want to pan by the end of the year. I don't think officially. I think it was one that I was thinking about decluttering out of my collection because it's similar to an eye teeny eye gloss that I have, or an eye cream shadow that I have. But what I did was I laid this Barely Branded down all over my lid. I used a MAC shadow that has a kind of purple undertone to it, and this is MAC's Ho. It's Heaux, pronounced Ho, and I used this in the crease, and then I went ahead and took the Amethyst and blended it onto the outer V and up into the crease just a little bit. I wasn't quite happy with the brightness of the Barely Branded by itself, so then I went ahead and I took two MAC shadows, which I know I absolutely love, together, and one's not coming out. This is MAC's shade in Naked Lunch, and this is MAC's shade in I think it's Jest. This is MAC's shade in Jest, and then this is in Naked Lunch. So I will go ahead and swatch both of these for you. This is Jest, and this is Naked Lunch. So the two of these together, one just has a little bit more of a pinkiness to it, and one's a little more champagne. You can't really see it, but this is the pinkier toned one, which is Jest, and then this is the champagne, which is Naked Lunch. And I put that on the inner corner, and I loved it. And then I did it another day, and I did it with my Four Fairies Essence Cream Shadow. I did that all over the lid, and then I used the Silk Teddy from my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and I put that, and that was a lot brighter. I felt like it transferred a lot more into my crease, so I definitely prefer the Jest and Naked Lunch combo from MAC. That's definitely my preferred way of wearing that look. I'm sorry it's getting a little dark. It's about to storm here, so I'm getting ready to finish this up. I apologize. Just the lip color that I'm wearing, this is the this is the Courtney Kim and Chloe Chroma Beauty Joystick in the color Baby Doll. I just picked this up one day and started wearing it. I really enjoy the scent of this. It smells like a vanilla cupcake. I really like this, but I don't like the Kardashians, so I'm not purchasing any more of their products, but I was intrigued by these joysticks and did purchase them way back in time. So that is the only thing that differed as far as lipsticks, because I was just trying to work on some of the ones that are in my 16 and 2016, but that is it for that. And then I just wanted to mention the polishes. I did wear all three of these polishes. The A Phil's Paradise from the Modern Family Nicole by OPI collection, the Sweet on Pete from the Peter Pan collection from Nicole by OPI, and the Revlon in Vaults. I wore this as well, and when I put this on, it's got a really interesting and neat shift to it. It's got like a green shift, but it's primarily gold. It's very bright. It's not something that I'm going to wear often, so I'm going to have to wear it another couple of times to see if it's something I really want to keep. Maybe something I might only wear on my toes, unless I'm feeling a little bit bright. But I did enjoy wearing it. It was a very nice color. I was pleased with it, but I'm not sure if it's something I'll wear often enough to want to keep it in my collection. The same with Sweet on Pete. In certain lights, it looks like pea soup, and I don't really like it, but then in certain lights, it looks really cool because it's a really bright green color. So again, something I'm going to have to wear a couple times to see if I really enjoy it. The Modern Family of Phil's Paradise was something that was I really didn't like when I first put it on, and then the more I wore it, the more I really did enjoy it. And I'm going to try a chrome one that I have from Essie that I want to see if I like that kind of a silver more than this darker silver. But I really did enjoy this. It's got a lot of glitter to it, at least a glitter appearance, but it doesn't look like glitter on your nails. And the very last shade that I had pulled, one that I'm panning for this year, this is the Milani Color Statement in the color Bombshell. This is actually on my toes. I will see about taking a picture of my toes and trying to post it just so you can see the color on my nails, because right now I'm actually wearing a Modern Family Nicole by OPI in the color Am I Making Myself Claire? This is in my next basket, which you will have just seen. I am wearing that today. So it's getting quite dark. It's getting rumbly. I'm sorry to cut this off really short. I'm sorry if this is really choppy. I've had to start and stop this video a couple times. But I will see you guys in my next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much. Bye.